Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Special Sevens. Welcome Indra and Netra.
Hi.
How are you guys enjoying your spring break?
Good.
Okay, so let's dive right into the topic for today. Let's start from last week's Wonder Why. Archimedes' Eureka moment. The question was, why did Archimedes get out of his bathtub and run naked? Do you guys know this story?
No.
The crown there in the picture?
Yeah.
So the king gave this crown to Archimedes and he said, I wanted the goldsmith to make this crown with only gold, but I have a fear that the goldsmith mixed some silver into it. Silver is not expensive, right? Gold is much more expensive. So he gave it to Archimedes, who was a very brilliant guy, to figure out if this is pure gold or if it also has silver in it. Okay? Archimedes is trying to figure this out, and then it's time for his bath. He gets into his bathtub and then he gets an idea. So once he gets into the bathtub, he realizes that the water level increases when he goes in, right? The amount of water that is displaced, or the water level that increases, is directly proportional to the density of the body that goes inside. Okay, so what does that mean? In the picture, a 5-ounce gold and a 5-ounce silver. You see, the silver is much bigger, right? Gold is much heavier, so less of it is enough. But silver is not as heavy as gold. So now that he figured out the density of gold is higher than the density of silver, so if you take an equal weight of gold and put it in water, the amount of water that it raises should be same when you put the crown as well, if the crown was pure gold. But if the height difference is there, that means the crown was not pure gold, it had some silver in it. So this is called as Archimedes principle, and this is the principle that is used whenever you are constructing any ship. The shape of the ship is constructed in such a way that the water it displaces when it goes in is equal to the weight of the ship. Only then the ship will float. It's the same principle used when you build submarines as well. This is the Eureka moment. So when he jumped out of his bathtub and he ran out, he shouted Eureka. That means, I got the idea, right? So that word is now used whenever somebody has a great idea. Let's now dive into this week's topic, rock climbing. Do you guys rock climb?
Yeah.
Who does it?
Both of us.
Both of you, okay. Let's see. So, rock climbing entered into Olympics in the Tokyo 2020 Games, and it also featured in Paris 2024. So it has been in 2 Olympic Games. But rock climbing is a fairly new sport. It is becoming popular nowadays, especially because now there are indoor gyms, right? So everybody can climb. But it started in 2018 in Buenos Aires Youth Olympic Games. So, what is the origin of rock climbing? People always used to climb rock, either for survival or for hunting or exploring for any gems or precious rocks, right? 19th century seems to be the birth of mountaineering. And rock climbing also originated by this time, especially in Alps. Alps is the mountain range in Europe, right? And then slowly the fever caught in US as well, and then people started climbing the rocks in US as well, United States. In 1970s, bouldering started. Bouldering became a competition. And then slowly in 1990s, indoor gyms started, and then many people started climbing. Finally, we know that rock climbing entered into Olympics in the year
2020.
From a survival skill to a worldwide competitive sport, rock climbing has come a long way. And today, millions of people do rock climbing. So, what are the categories of competitions in rock climbing? There are 3 of them: speed climbing, bouldering, and lead climbing. Speed climbing is when 2 people directly versus against each other, and all you have to do is reach the top at the fastest time. What is bouldering, Indra?
When it's like basically when you climb without a rope and the wall isn't as high as lead climbing.
Correct. It's only 4 or 5 meter high, and it's almost like solving a puzzle, and you don't have a rope. And what if you fall down?
There's a mat.
Yes, there are safety mats under. And finally, we have lead climbing. It's 15 meters tall, and it's usually a steep wall, and somebody is belaying you from the bottom. And as you climb, you have to
Clip it.
bend. Correct. What are the equipments used here? We have the climbing shoes. These are special shoes. What is special in the climbing shoe, Indra?
Sides and toe is like sharp. It's almost like a ballet shoe, except the ballet shoes are flat on the front.
You have to use your toes a lot in climbing. Yeah, okay. And then you have the climbing harness, the chalk bag, the climbing holes, helmet, gloves, carabine, rope, and helmet. Perfect. Anything else you can think of? What do you use for belaying?
Gree.
What's that?
Gree.
Gree. Okay, I don't know about that one. Okay, so we have a few key terms here. Jug is a big easy hold. Bouldering, we saw that. Bouldering is when you climb without a rope. Belaying, what is belaying, Nathan?
It's like when one person like belays them to go to the wall, like they're holding the person.
Correct, they are a safety net. If the person climbing the wall falls down, the person belaying can hold it, break the fall. And the chalk, what is the chalk?
We use chalk so you can get a better grip on the holds.
Correct. Do you know what is it? What chemical is it? It's magnesium carbonate. When you put it in your fingers, it gives you more grip because it absorbs your sweat and keeps it dry. Okay, so now here is a small quiz. I want you guys to guess the type of the hold. We will start with Netra. Netra, what is the first hold? Jug is correct. Indra? Pinch. Crimp. Indra?
Sloper? No.
Indra?
Finger hold?
Pocket.
Oh yeah, pocket.
Okay.
Again. Oh, jib.
Jib. And the last one, any guesses?
Pocket. Again, and then also. What's a I don't know what that is.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. You can hold it only with one finger.
Oh.
Mono. That concludes the topic for today, rock climbing. I know you both are into rock climbing. Hopefully you enjoyed this topic, and also hoping that it was informative for our listeners. And all the best for your rock climbing as a sport. And I wonder why the lead for next week's topic. Why was Houdini chained up, locked in a box, and thrown into a river?
Houdini is a magician.
Houdini, Harry Houdini, the magician. Why was he locked up and thrown into a river? We will come back next week and reveal the answers. Until then, everybody stay safe, don't jump into a cold river. We will see you all again next week with another interesting topic. Thank you everyone for joining. Bye bye.
Bye.